The fluorescent lights of Gear Up, Get Out hummed, reflecting off the rows of gleaming bikes. Emily, perched precariously on a mountain bike that was far too advanced for her needs, gripped the handlebars. At 60, her librarian days were numbered, but her secret life was just beginning. No knickers today, a deliberate choice that added a frisson of anticipation to the mundane task of bike testing. Her mind drifted, as it often did these days, to him. Mick. A builder, rough around the edges, with hands that knew how to work, and a mouth that knew how to... Well, Emily blushed, even in the privacy of her own thoughts. Their affair was a whirlwind, a messy, exhilarating storm that had turned her quiet world upside down. A damp patch bloomed on the saddle beneath her. It wasn't the bike or the weather. It was her. The memory of Mick's calloused hands on her skin, the urgency in his voice, the sheer animal magnetism of him, flooded her senses. A tingling started low in her belly, spreading outwards like wildfire. She shifted on the saddle, a small involuntary movement at first. Then, bolder, she began to rub herself against the cool leather. The motion was subtle, almost imperceptible, but for Emily it was a seismic shift. Pushing, grunting softly, she closed her eyes. The image of Mick burned into her mind. The fluorescent lights seemed to intensify, the hum growing louder. Faster now, harder. A guttural sound escaped her lips. Then a shout, raw and uninhibited. Yes! Her body convulsed, a wave of intense pleasure washing over her. Sweat poured from her forehead, her face contorted in ecstasy. Her mouth hung open, gasping for air. The bike wobbled precariously. The moment passed, leaving her breathless and trembling. She felt dirty. Gloriously, deliciously dirty. A thrill coursed through her veins, a forbidden pleasure that made her feel alive, vibrant, and utterly reckless. She opened her eyes, the world seeming sharper, brighter. A young sales assistant was approaching, a polite smile plastered on his face. Emily straightened up, smoothed down her skirt, and met his gaze. "So," she said, her voice slightly hoarse, "about the gears on this model.